बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय. Devotees, welcome to all of you to this morning's service. And this service we will focus on Ramayan Katha. And this will be especially, if you want to call it, dedicated to that great happening that is taking place in India, where tomorrow the Murti of Sri Ram will be consecrated, Pran Pratishtha. And in the eyes of so many people, they say Sri Ram is returning to Ayodhya. So we're going to focus on the return of Sri Ram from the forest to Ayodhya. And as we do it, you'll try to make comparisons as to what obtained then and what is obtaining now. And I'll put to you my own take on this whole situation, as it were. So devotees, we begin, and as is customary, opening prayer, we visualize that divine Maryada Purushottam Dhanushdhari, Sri Ram. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Sri Saraswatyaye Namah. Om Sri Sita Ramachandraye Namo Namah. Om Shanno Mitraha Shamvarunah Shanno Bhavata Aryama Shanna Indro Brihaspati Shanno Vishnu Rurukrama Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyakshan Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyakshan Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmahamavatu Tadavaktaramavatu Avatu Maham Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Varnanamartha Sanghanam Rasanam Chandasahamapi Mangalanam Chakarataru Vande Vani Vinayiko. Om Tat Sat Sri Sita Ramachandraye Namo Namah. बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की बैठ जाइए. प्लीज बी सीटेड devotees. So devotees, as I mentioned, a lot of the devotees are drawing a parallel as to when Sri Ram returned from the forest in the past after 14 years of exile, what happened, and they are drawing parallels to what is happening, or what is supposed to happen tomorrow, where that child image of Bhagwan Sri Ram is about to be conjugated. So, as I've mentioned, all these goings on, they're supposed to have a metaphysical representation, application to every one of us. So we're going to look at it this morning, this katha taken from Uttarakhand, the return of Sri Ram from the forest after 14 years in exile. I'll begin with simple bhajan, which will follow with kirtan, and this bhajan advises us to seek that Lord, relentlessly pursue Him. Ramayana is like a spiritual pond in which we should all take a duck, purify ourselves, focusing on the Lord, Ramanantanan Gunani, that infinite Master whose glories are infinite. So let's concentrate on the divine. Bhajali Hari Govinda, Bhajali Krishna Mukunda, Bhajali Hari Govinda, Bhajali Hari Govinda, Bhajali Krishna Mukunda, Bhajali Hari Govinda. भजन करो सतसंग से रामायण बखाना, भजन करो सतसंग से रामायण बखाना। इस संसार की माया में संभल संभल पग धरना, संभल संभल पग धरना। भजली हरि गोविंदा, भजली हरि गोविंदा, भजले कृष्ण मुकुंद, भजली हरि गोविंदा। काम क्रोध मद लोभ को ध्यान में कभी मिलाना, काम क्रोध मद लोभ को ध्यान में कभी मिलाना। रामायण है सरोवर, इसमें करो स्नान, इसमें करो स्नान। भजली हरि गोविंदा, भजली हरि गोविंदा, भजले कृष्ण मुकुंद, भजली हरि गोविंदा। भजो राधे गोविंद, 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 भजो राधे गोविंद। भजो कृष्ण मुकुंद, 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 Bhaju Rama Govind, Bhaju Rama Govind. 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 Bhaju Shiva Govind, Bhaju Shiva Govind. Bhaju Shiva Govind, Bhaju Shiva Govind. Bhaju Shiva Govind, Bhaju Shiva Govind. Bhaju Radhe Govind, Bhaju Krishna Mukund. Bhaju Rama Govind, Bhaju Shiva Govind. Bhaju Radhe Govind, Bhaju Radhe Govind. Bhaju Rama Govind, Bhaju Rama Govind. Bhaju Rama Govind. Bhaju Shiva Govind. Bhaju Radhe Govind, Bhaju Radhe Govind. Boli Sri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Now devotees, historically, most of us are aware of the story of Sri Ram, where Sri Ram went into the forest, and notice I'm saying he went into the forest. He was not sent into the forest by Dashrath. Dashrath was bound by his word to Kaikeyi, who asked for two boons, that her son Bharat should become king, and Kaushalya's son Sri Ram should be sent into the forest. When Sri Ram recognized his father was bound by his word, and father couldn't say yes, he couldn't say no, Sri Ram chose to go to the forest, so his father's word would not fall. So all this we are aware of. Sri Ram, Sita, Mata, Bhaya, Lakshman went into the forest, and the 14 years. Different activities were carried on, different demonic forces were destroyed. The main one is, which is Ravan in Lanka. So devotees will pick up the Katha from this point in time, where there was one day that is left for the 14 years to expire. Just one day. Now we must remember, Bharat, to whom the throne was given, did not sit on the throne. He consecrated the pure footwear of Sri Ram on the throne, and he himself went to a village outside of the city, Nandigaon, and there he erected a shack made of leaves, and as the yogis would live a life of asceticism, Bharat lived such a life, and it is said, so intense was it that it would have put the best of ascetics to shame. The intense sacrifice he made. His mind at all times on his brother Sri Ram, who is the Supreme Lord himself. So it's important here to note now how brothers behave, how they should behave. So devotees, Bharat, he was living for this point in time, this day when Sri Ram would return. One day was left. And Bharat, it is said, his right eye was palpitating, right arm was palpitating, signs of success, bonding with near and dear ones. But he was still a bit disturbed. And in his mind he was thinking, Lord Sri Ram, do you have to be so exact to wait for exact 14 years to come back? But then he said to himself, if, oh Lord, you don't return, if 1 second passes 14 years and I don't see you, I'm not going to remain alive anymore. I can't live without you. 14 years I conditioned myself, not a second more. So understand Bharat's position in Nandigaon, and all inhabitants of Ayodhya Puri, who for 14 years were deprived of this one they loved so much, Sri Ram, because of internal politics. Sri Ram was exiled. They were all waiting. And even Kaikai at this point in time was quite repentant, realizing she made a mistake. Whoever makes mistake, you must realize at some point in time it was a mistake. Acceptance is the first step towards correction. So devotees, that is the situation in Ayodhya Puri. Here Sri Ram returning, but he didn't come straight to Ayodhya. Some distance away, he stopped there and he told Hanuman, Hanuman, I want you to go into Ayodhya and see what is taking place. See what Bharat is doing. And I'm saying, if Bharat is sitting upon a throne, I will not return. Because then this would cause internal strife, civil disorder. For Bharat would have his followings. So all this is part of politics, you know, devotees. Politics is everything, you know. So Sri Ram, the perfect master, he wasn't craving for power, Produshan. He said, Hanuman, go. And if Bharat is sitting upon that throne, I will not return. Analyze with your intelligence what is taking place and return to me. Let me know what is happening. Hanumanji devotees assumed the form of a holy man. And he went to that spot where Bharatji was. He knew where Bharat was because he met Bharat previously when he was going back at the mountain with Sajivan Bhuti. Bharat had three problems, devotees, main problems. One was Sri Ram returned. Two, he knew Sita was abducted by Ravan. Was she free? Three, he knew Lakshman was struck with Shaktiman. Did he survive? Hanumanji, very intelligently, when he saw Bharat in this condition, he knew. Both of them, Hanumanji knew of Bharat's devotion. Unalloyed devotion. So when he reached there, from a distance, he's saying, oh Bharat, Sri Ram is coming, Sita is coming, Lakshman is coming. That one statement of Hanumanji removed all the doubts of Bharat. He knew Sri Ram is returning. He knew Sita, if she's coming back, she's free from Ravan. And if Lakshman is coming back, he has to be a survivor of Sajivan Bhuti. With Sajivan Bhuti. Devotee Bharat was overjoyed. When he stood up, then Hanuman assumed his real form. Hanuman conveyed the tidings to Bharat. Bharat, Sri Ram is coming. Sita is coming. Lakshman is coming. The Lord is returning to Ayodhya. Make preparations. Devotee, then Bharat, overjoyed, could imagine his ecstasy, unbounded. Yagyavalak Muni Singh Bharadwaj, listen. Bhagwan Shankar relating to Goddess Parvati. Kakushuntu Garuji, Tulsidas ji devotees, very beautifully he wrote. What happened then? Bharata charana shirana turat gayau kapiram pahat kahi kushala sab jai arshi chale prabhuyan chari. फिर भरत के चरणों में सिर नवाकर महावीर जी तुरंत रघुनाथ जी के पास गए और जाकर सब कुशल सुनाई. रघुनाथ जी प्रसन्न हो विमान में बैठ चली. हनुमान जी bowed in the feet of Bharat, and then he returned to where Sri Ram was waiting to get the news what was transpiring in Ayodhya Puri. Hanuman bowed to Sri Ram and said, Prabhu, Bharat and the entire Ayodhya Puri are almost impatiently awaiting your arrival. Bharat has said, if 1 second would pass 14 years and he doesn't see you, you will not find him alive. Devotees, such brotherly love, and how can we describe such a situation? Then Sri Ram knew everything was in place and he must return. Sri Ram went into the forest, as we know, walking. Sumant with the chariot dropped them some distance away and they walked the rest. But now Sri Ram is returning in what is called a Pushpak Viman, that aerial chariot that was in the possession of Ravan. Now that Ravan had died, it became in possession of Vibhishan. And so it is in the very same aerial chariot, Sri Ram, Sita Mata, Bhaya, Lakshman, and 16 of his disciples, they all coming back towards Ayodhya, Puri. Devotees. So at this point, I would just like to offer my praises to Pawan Putra Bajrang Bali. Analyze for yourselves and question, what would Ramayan be without Pawan Putra Bajrang Bali, Hanumanji, Shankar Swan Keshari Nandan? What would Ramayan be? One whole volume of Sri Ramcharitamana, Sundar Kand, dedicated to the activities of Pawan Putra Bajrang Bali. And metaphysically, remember, Hanumanji symbolizes that Nirudhaman, that mind that is stabilized totally on spirituality. We concentrate on Hanumanji. Vegi Haro Hanumana Mahaprabhu Jo Kacho Sankat Oye Hamaro Kaun So Sankat Mora Garib Ko Jo Tumse Nahi Chata Hai Taro Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Maharaj Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai Kripa Karo Maharaj. तन में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे तन में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से भीना तन में तुम्हारी शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से भीना जो जन तुम्हारी शरण में आए जो जन तुम्हारी शरण में आए दुख दरिद्र हर लीना हनुमत दुख दरिद्र हर लीना महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के तुम हो गरीब निवाज हनुमत तुम हो गरीब निवाज हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज. राम लखन देहि तुम पर राम लखन देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए राम लखन देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए हृदय चीर के राम सिया का हृदय चीर के राम सिया का दर्शन दिया कर हनुमत दर्शन दिया कराई। दो कर जोर यरज हनुमंता, दो कर जोर यरज हनुमंता। कहियो प्रभु से आज हनुमत, कहियो प्रभु से आज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। बोले श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Devotees, Sri Ram got the message he wanted to get. Bharat got the message he wanted to get. But Ayodhya Puri didn't receive this message yet. Only Bharatji, Yagyaval Kunishal Bharadwaj. Now what did Bharatji do after Hanumanji left? Listen. ऋषि भरत कौशलपुर आए रामा। ऋषि भरत कौशलपुर आए, समाचार सब गुरुई सुनाए। मंदिर महबात जनई, उन्हीं मंदिर महबात जनई। आवत कुशल नगर रघुराई, नगर रघुराई राम, नगर रघुराई। आवत कुशल नगर रघुराई। भरत जी प्रसन्न हो अयोध्या में आए और सब समाचार गुरु को सुनाए। फिर मंदिर में आए यह बात रानियों को सुनाई कि रघुनाथ जी कुशल पूर्वक अयोध्या में आते हैं। Devotee is like an excited child. Bharatji rushed into Ayodhya, but the first place he went to was his guru's home, Guru Vasisht. You see, when Ayodhya was plunged into disarray, the death of Dashrath, Bharat, Shatrughan not there, Sri Ram in exile, anything could have played off. Anything, politically. But Guru Vasisht, he took charge of that ship of state. He took the reins, so to speak. He didn't want power, but to stabilize it. He gave it direction. He settled everybody. The Guru is the one who guides us through pathways of life. And here, Bharat was fully aware of that the first person to be made aware of Sri Ram return should be the Guru. Why? Because the Guru would also give instructions as well preparations to welcome Sri Ram. What should be done? We don't just sit and let Sri Ram come. Preparations have to be made. So devotees, whether it's the Murti in India, But then, way back in the past, Sri Ram is returning, preparations have to be made. And I want to draw the parallel to all of us at the same time as we go along. This body is Ayodhya, the city with the 9 gates. Sri Ram represents spirituality, Atma, spirituality. And so, in the lives of many of us, where there may be religiousness, spirituality is missing. And I've been saying over and over, society is degenerating because of a lack of spirituality. And whatever is happening, to my mind, brings forcefully the idea that spirituality should return. So I'm just making the point, in India, why it is a child Sri Ram they are consecrating? Why not the adult Sri Ram? I see the child as newly found Vishwas, belief, faith, spirituality. It starts and it grows. In other words, it's a start. It's a start. And for many of us, it will be a start over, if you understand what I'm saying. We are religious people, but spirituality is missing. I keep saying that. Spirituality, these divine qualities that we all need to possess, inculcate within ourselves. As a matter of fact, they are there, but to uncover them. So this katha is telling us also something similar. So devotees, the Guru advises what preparations to make, what fasts you need to do, what ingredients you need to collect, etc. The Guru is the one who will guide us spiritually. Here, Bharatji went to the Guru. And devotees, I would like us, it goes without saying, to take a moment or two to seek the blessings of our divine, our spiritual preceptors, those who guide us through the life spiritually, help us to go to that point of oneness with the divine. So visualize the Guru if you can. Join me. Sadguru Brahma Sanatana He Paramadaya Ghana Pavana He Sadguru Brahma Sanatana He Sadguru Brahma Sanatana He Paramadaya Ghana Pavana He Paramadaya Ghana Pavana He Janma cha dukha vinashana He Janma cha dukha vinashana He Jagad udharan karan He Jagad udharan karan He Rama Krishna Sanatana He Rama Krishna Sanatana He Bhava Bhaya Jaladhi Karan He Bhava Bhaya Jaladhi Karan He Sadguru Brahma Sanatana He परम दया घन पावन हे। जन्म दुख विनाशन हे। जन्म दुख विनाशन हे। जगद उधारण कारण हे। जगद उधारण कारण हे। राम कृष्ण सनातन हे। सनातन हे। सनातन हे। सनातन हे। सनातन हे। राम कृष्ण सनातन हे। भव भय जलधि कारण हे। भव भय जलधि कारण हे। सद्गुरु ब्रह्म सनातन हे। परम दया घन पावन हे। बोली श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। Having advised the Guru devotees, Bharat ran to the palace where the mothers were, and in great excitement, joy, you have to understand the feelings. And without feelings, everything is like it's dead. So for a change, Ayodhya is going to experience a change. And when spirituality is about to return devotees, you feel it, it's different. When spirituality leaves, you feel it also, it's like you're dead. Ayodhya Puri was like it was dead when Sri Ram left. Now life was returning. Signs of life, joy, excitement, activity, devotees. Everybody was overjoyed, excited to hear that Sri Ram was returning. When the mothers heard what they did, what was their reaction? Devotees, Yaghivalak Muni continues to relate. सकल जननी ऊँची धाई, जननी ऊँची धाई, कही प्रभु कुशल भरत समुझाई। समाचार पूर्ववासी न पाए, समाचार पूर्ववासी न पाए। नर अरु नारी हर्षि उठी धाई, हर्षि उठी धाये राम, हर्षि उठी धाये, हर्षि उठी धाये। नर अरु नारी रशी उठी धाये। जय राम श्री राम, जय जय राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। सुनते ही सब माता उठ दौड़ी। भरत जी ने प्रभु का कुशल कहकर सबको समझाया। जो ही पूर्ववासियों ने समाचार पाया कि नर और नारी प्रसन्न हो उठ ढाए। The mothers devotees jumped up in excitement. I mean, they were old now, but imagine how fast they would jump up. But you know, that good news excited, they jumped up and they inquired, Bharat, is Sri Ram okay? Lakshman, Sita? Of course, they are coming back, you know, devotees. And they could be come back, but in a different condition. The mothers wanted to know that everything was all right. These are mothers are. I don't want to know you only coming back. I want you to coming back good. Coming back in the way I expect you to be. So they inquired after the welfare of Sri Ram. And Bharat said, mothers, Sri Ram is well, Sita, Lakshman, they're all well. They're returning. Devotees, good news like bad news, spreads like wildfire. So this is good news. We wanted to spread like wildfire. Before long, Ayodhya, Puri, everywhere, in all directions, Ram is coming, Sri Ram is coming, Sri Ram is coming. Devotees, and all these years, Kab aungi mohi Ram? When will my Sri Ram come? When will my Sri Ram come? Sri Ram is coming today. The day came. So you see, in life, patience is important. And while you're waiting, you don't waste time. The men and women folk of Ayodhya, Puri, perform sacrifices, fasting, various forms of sacrifices, waiting for that day to come when Sri Ram would return. You don't waste time just sitting there and moping, as we say, grieving. That doesn't help. Attitudes, devotees. And if you have patience, that day is going to come. And as we keep saying, the best things in life come to those who wait long enough. You have to know how long enough is. So if you want something in life, you're working towards that, especially spirituality, how long is long enough? Until I get it. That is long enough. So devotees, success is going to come to Ayodhya, Puri. All of us remember, this is a story about every one of us. Sri Ram, going to the forest, represents the journey of all of us through the forest of the world process. Negativities on all sides affect us, sometimes positivities. We have to pluck out all these negativities. Sri Ram destroying the demonic forces. This is what we have to do with this Ayodhya. And I'm saying this because I want you to ask yourself if you're doing this. You know, today many people are saying, like they are all about, do this, do that, go ahead. But I want you to focus what I'm saying. Are you doing this? What are you doing here? Sri Ram is going to come back here. They're going to put a murti in India. But I want Sri Ram here. This is Ayodhya. So this is why I chose to do this katha, to help us to prepare ourselves, to bring back Sri Ram in our lives. As a matter of fact, my question is, did Sri Ram ever leave? Sri Ram, Hari Vyapak, Sarvatra Samana, he pervades every single atom of creation. So there's a physical, but devotees, Ram hai Atma, Atma hai Ram. Once we are alive, Sri Ram didn't leave. What has happened to put it? No, we have left Sri Ram. We have abandoned him by being more materialistic. Religious sometimes, but for material gain. But spirituality, Ram, is being deprived, so to speak. So in other words, we are going to rediscover that Sri Ram. And attitude is important, what we do. So devotees, notice sense of joy. Whenever there is a sense of inner joy, an inner racing of the mind, sometimes you can't tell why, it's a good sign. And whenever you feel heavy and depressed, it's not a good sign, the opposite. So Ayodhya Puri experiencing wonderful signs. I wonder whether you Ayodhyas, whether you're experiencing these signs. Now Ayodhya means that which is without war. Yudha means war. And means without war. So you can't have conflict and expect to be Ayodhya. You have to have peace, stability, all these wonderful qualities inside of you. And we know for a fact that today's world, most people don't experience this. Always something troubling us. Where is Sri Ram? Where is Sri Ram? So I keep saying, no problem, light how much diya you want on the outside. Celebrate the consecration of the Murti. But what about the Sri Ram, the inner Sri Ram? Is he there with you? Are you experiencing that? You are him. The devotee is blocked off. Like the frame covered by a bushel. You have to remove the bushel. But the signs of the return, I'm putting to you, Ayodhya, this joy, this ecstasy, no laziness, no whatever is going to happen. Men and women alike, all, from the time they heard that Sri Ram was returning, Nar Arunari Harshi Uthidhai, with great joy, they were jolted into action. You see, devotees, when there's an ecstasy, there's enthusiasm. You see devotion? Devotion has to be enthusiastic. You can't be lazy and say you're doing devotion. You're fooling yourself. Where God is concerned, there's enthusiasm, there's zeal, perseverance, determination, positive attitude. These men and women, not only women, all, they jumped up, rushed forward. I don't know what other word to use to represent this reaction of theirs on hearing that Sri Ram is coming. The instantaneous reaction, one of joy, ecstasy. Sri Ram is coming, what they should do? Not make preparations to welcome him? What preparations were made? Dadi durvaru chana phala pula nava tulasi dala mangala mula bhari bhari he mathara var bhamini गावत चढ़ी सिंधूरा गमिनी भरी भरी हे मथार वर भामिनी गावत चढ़ी सिंधूरा गमिनी जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय सिया राम जय रघुरामा जय परम धामा जय सुख धामा जय श्री रामा जय सिया 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 रामा Dadi Durva Ruchan Phalapula. Now Tulsidal Mangal Mula. Devotees, they went to make preparations, collect various ingredients to welcome the Lord, to make offerings to the Lord. What ingredients? Many would know when special guests come home by you, what ingredients you prepare. We won't go into that. But here devotees, Satvik Bhojanam, Satvik. Sri Ram is Brahm, he's Sattva. And you can't give him anything that is Rajasic and Tamas. So, Mangal Padarth, Dahi, Dahi Durva, Gorochan, Hardichun, Phal Phul. Devotees, these ingredients are we use in puja. Fruits, roots, Dahi, all these wonderful, what you call nectars. Nav Tulsi Dal, newly plucked Tulsi leaves. Navadal, newly plucked. Not tulsi leaf in the fish for how many days? They don't have freedom days. So newly plucked tulsi leaf, devotees Mangal Padarth. All these ingredients that create a sense of, each ingredient itself has a significance. But it creates joy in the heart of the recipient, the person who receives it. In other words, this offering to God. Now, many of us would offer in puja, God doesn't need anything. Now they're going to offer to Sri Ram, but Sri Ram is alive. He's Brahm, Sagun Brahm. Shivari offered food, Shrimani ate it. Many others offered and he ate it. Then in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. yo me bhakta prayachati, tadham bhaktu pahritam ashnami paritatmanaha. Whatever you offer to me, notice what he said, eh? A flower, a fruit, a drop of water, a grain of rice. No, he put in murgi and bakri. All know what that is, right? Or mass, any kind of mass. Okay. Devotees, mangal padat. He says, whoever offers to me with love, disinterested spirit, I personally partake of that by that devotee of purified intellect. Now, yes, that Lord can appear to partake of it, but our attitude has to be right. Now, that's a different topic. Here, devotees, these people with love in their hearts, they got golden thalis. Bhari bhari he mathar varbhamini. The women folk in particular, you know this, when we have in Chalhavi, we say, Moti di lady Chalhavi. Yeah? They always to the forefront of devotion, put on a nice, best saree and come forward. And, no, I ain't seen that, I guess, eh? It's a nice, devotees, they dress themselves beautifully and collected all these ingredients, filling the thalis to the brim. And devotees all form themselves in like a procession, right? And going forward, now here it is said, you know, Hasti ke saman. Hasti ke saman. They're going forward, Hasti ke saman. Now you could take it in two different ways, smiling, laughing, and so on. But here they say they were singing, like Gati Hui. So it's difficult to laugh and sing. So Hasti could be an elephant. So I interpreted it with the stately gait of the elephant. How elephants walk very gracefully, well dressed and so on. You see, the body language symbolized that something good was about to happen. There was a joy. There was an ecstasy, meeting with someone near and dear, beloved Sri Ram. So the body language. And devotees, herein lies another lesson, you know. When you have to go to do puja, you know, you're going to worship the Lord and so on. You're going to the Lord. You go as best as possible. You go as best as possible. Many years ago, in my rebel days, I used to mention this. People have puja Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, they come out well by dress and, you know, tea all about and little urni. No, even jubile self. Saturday, same thing. Sunday, you're waiting for puja and she can't come out. Because she invited the whole village Sunday, no? When you invite the whole village, when she come out like a Christmas tree coming out. You understand the point? So my question is, who are you dressing for? These small, subtle differences I pay attention to. If you're dressing for God, you dress the same way Friday, the same way Saturday, the same way Sunday. Don't dress for people. I want you to understand the point I'm making. Now, devotees, as an old man, you know, I'm plenty experienced with these things, you know. And, you know, very subtle with respect to these things. I say it because I don't want you to have the wrong focus. And you put on the best saree and you come out and you put on, and the same people say, she wear that saree last year when she had the puja. You can't get a next saree. The batoki already. Wrong focus. And this is part of our problem, I keep saying in society. All about this is surface only. On the outside only we are focusing. We're not looking at the inside, the important things. We're missing the boat totally. But you know, they say psychological comfort. Yeah, but that's not all. Man is divine by nature. See? Man is divine by nature. There's a difference when you do things for God sincerely. He is everything. When you do things for man, show, ostentation. These people here, devotees, nothing better than God. Sri Ram is coming. Think about it. Their mind, their beings imbued with the spirit of Sri Ram. No thought otherwise. No thought otherwise. Yeah. So devotees, there they were, stately great, as we say, gracefully, singing, going towards that point where they want to meet Sri Ram, devotees. Sri Ram, Maryada Purushottam. Who is Sri Ram? Yugaya Vatara Sri Raghurama Rama Rama Ram. Chanting the name with expectation. Yugaya Vatara Sri Raghurama Yugaya Vatara Shri Raghurama Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Param Niranjana Kripa Nidhana Param Niranjana Kripa Nidhana Shri Raghurama Janaki Rama E Shri Raghurama Janaki Rama Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sitapati Ram 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 Sitapati Ram 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 Sitapati Ram 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 Sitapati Ram Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Ram 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 everywhere devotees. Most notice the attitude they have, they had at that point in time. I don't know what we'll obtain in today's world, but everywhere, the name Ram, that Maha Mantra, Ram Ramiti Ramiti Rami Rami Manurami, Sahasranam Tattulyam, Shri Ramanam Varanani, the most powerful of all the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, Ram. That name resonated through the whole Ayodhya Puri. Couldn't hear anything otherwise, just Ram, Ram, Ram. Devotees, Ayodhya Puri, a beehive of activity. Yagyavalak Muni said, Bharadwaj, listen. जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धावही बाल वृद्ध को संग न लावही एक एक सन रामा एक एक सन पूछहि धाई तुम देखे दयालु रघुराई जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धावही. There were those sitting down whose message didn't reach yet. From the time it reached them, immediately they all jumped up. Immediately, as we described, is a spontaneous reaction. Spontaneous reaction. They all rushed to make preparations. At that point in time, devotees, and we all know that at certain points in time, children and old people, they are burdened. And if you doubt me, check carnival time and see. But if you want to go and jump up all about, children and old people can't jump. They jump already, they bad knee. Children, they are burdened. Devotees, at that point in time, because of this joy, this ecstasy, right, it is said, children and older ones, they were left there. Nobody paid much attention to them. So follow what is happening. And the best analogy I could get for this devotees, I know I have seen a nest of marans, as we call them. So marans run in all different directions. Two marans bounce up, and then they turn and they go on again. So I look at it from this perspective. In Ayodhya Puri, that beehive of activity, even though I spoke of beehive, what ants we talking about, were in all different directions. When two meet up, bhai, have you seen Sri Ram? No, bhai, they go on again. There are two ants bouncing up now. I don't know what the ants will say to each other, but here, bhai, have you seen Sri Ram? No, bhai, go on. Everybody looking for Sri Ram. Everybody looking for Sri Ram. Where is Sri Ram? Where is Sri Ram? Now, devotees, they were looking on the outside for Sri Ram, but if you follow what I'm saying, Sri Ram always on the inside, right? But this is search. Searching for Sri Ram. Devotees, here it is written in Ramayan, it is wrong, it is sinful to discard children and old people. Right? Now, here it is said, बालकों का छोड़ना स्वार्थ त्याग है, वृक्ष का छोड़ना परमार्थ त्याग है. If you discard children, then you're at your own risk, right? Not paying attention to the children. And I say this, any society that doesn't pay attention to its very young, you are planting bad seeds, because remember they will be the future. You getting old. And when they take over, if they don't have the values, what you expect out of them? Can you get out of them what you didn't put into them? So devotees, our own, I don't want to use the wrong word, not agenda, but our own position, our own condition in life will be affected adversely by discarding young children. And paramarth, that supreme state, by discarding old people, we're going to lose that also. Why? Because the older ones have made their contributions. We owe them a debt of gratitude. When we do Shrar Karam and so on and so forth, devotee, that not feeling the dead, that is repaying debts of gratitude to the ancestors who have come, who have done what they had to do, left the earth for us, they have gone forward. You see? And if I don't repay my debt of gratitude to them, I disrespect them, then what's going to happen? You can never get the supreme objective. Never. Paramarth. What is Paramarth? Ram Brahm Paramarthi Rupa. That's it of spirituality. You can never get it. Again, any society that disregards its older people, its senior people, that society is doomed. And I don't mean devotees, catch-up program and thing here and there and thing, no. I have some problem with some of the things, I mean, it's not only money people need, no. Recently, I read 100 million for crime. So the problem to crime, throw money at crime, throw money at crime. Why a man killing for? Not for money? You give him money to stop killing? Is that going to stop it? Huh? You have had sports program, fraud there, different things happening. Money is the root of the evil. Yeah? For many people, this is how materialism solve any problem. You don't solve problem, devotees, that way. You complicate problems, you compound problems. What has to be done when it has to be done. Children, those bandits and so on, whoever, they were children one day, devotees, what their lives were like. I can tell you some of it, but not now, under these circumstances. Right? We pay the penalty for this disregard. Our scriptures can't be wrong. And this is why parents have to understand also. Children, your children are important. And I keep telling you, get them to come to temple. Right? Coming to temple is not benefiting me, They gain spiritual values, they learn to socialize, etc. You make them better human beings for the future. All right? But if you think, some of us say, they want to get up, they want to come, what? They want to not all leave them. Yeah. Devotees disregard them to your detriment. And our senior people, we have to pay attention to them. Because we have benefited from them. And he who takes without giving is a thief. Just bear that in mind. But you see, at that point in time, devotees, now, could these people be wrong? So come back to the point. They discarded the young one in Ayodhya and the senior ones. It is wrong. The scriptures say, when that divinity is in front of you, that moment comes, and see, you have to put your mind on that divine. Bhai, bandhu, kutum, parivara, tu nahi kiska kaun tumhara. Kya karan hari naam visara. So there comes a point in time when in this particular case, he is seeking God. Not going to jump in Juve. Understand what I'm saying? Seeking God. You sit to pray, you put your mind, nothing must distract you. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. But otherwise, you have your duties and responsibilities. You have to carry them out. Okay? But many of us conveniently, we leave the children. We leave the old people. They are a burden to us. I don't want to go into too much detail in the devotee. Sometimes I'm horrified to hear somebody come and tell me, when Mama dead, I'll go for the holiday. Baba, Guruji, when she go dead? But I name Yamraj. But the shocking part of it is when you ask me this kind of question. Telling me, devotees, sometimes when I speak the way I speak, you understand because of my experiences, how shocking it is, and how helpless you feel. You preach all these years, and this is where we are still. Still at this point. So devotees, let's not show it. At that point, the young ones will be taken care of, and so the senior ones, Sri Ram Kripa. Because the devotees in Ayodhya, they were genuinely seeking Sri Ram. As opposed to us, when you go yag sometimes, are we going for devotion's sake? We're going to socialize. We're going for the curry and rice and bus up shut and shatain. What are we going for? Intent, na? And God knows it, and you know it also. Yeah? So if you see that is your reasoning, boy, stay home and mind the child. Or carry the child with you. Let the child eat some shatain too. So devotees understand what I'm saying. Right? Don't play games. Or, you see, when I speak of games, this is what I call playing games. Playing games. This is what I call playing games. And you have to know. You have to know. And just remember that divine is He's impartial witness. He knows everything. And every one of us, we have the inner witness, Chitta-gupta, recording ability of all sides. Yagyavalkya Muni said, Bharadwaj, Ayodhya Puri, the physical surroundings.
अवधपुरी प्रभु आवत जहनी धोई सकल शुभाती खनी भई सरयू रामा भई सरयू अति निर्मल नीर बहे सुहावन त्रिविध नीर जय राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Avadhapuri Prabhu Avat Jani. Mother Netya, Ayodhya. Here is Avadhapuri, not the people now. Netya. Prabhu Avat Jani, recognizing that Lord was returning to Ayodhya. Bhai Sakal Shobha Ki Khani. What happened, devotees? All changes took place. Dramatic changes took place in Netya. Flowers blossomed on all sides. Right? You know, breeze, cool, soft, sweetly scented, rushing through the leaves. River Saryu, bank to bank, rippling along, creating a beautiful music of its own. Devotees on all sides. I mean, sometimes you look at the scenery and you're amazed. Mother Nature in all her glory. All her glory. This is what happened. Ayodhya Puri prepared herself to welcome this Sri Ram, that Lord. And I'm saying, I mentioned about the physical part, dressing up for puja, yes. But devotees, when a person begins to get closer and closer to spirituality, as spirituality begins to enter and develop, you yourself transformed. There's something different about you. There's a glow about you. I don't know how to express this. This is why I keep saying, no, life is like an open book. You can't fool anybody. You know when there's spirituality, when there's just religiousness. Devotees, you remember the bhajan we sing, Dhanlakshmi Maharani? Shri Ramchandra ghar aaye, when Shri Ram was returning with Sita Mata Bhaya Lakshman, right? What they said there, you know, the mountains, the rivers, the streams, everywhere. Chamukha diyan bali, 6 diyas you light up. 6 diyas. And I explained all our Diwali day. This body is Ayodhya. The 6 diyas, the 6 chakras, Muladhara Chakra, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat and Vishuddha Chakra, Agya Chakra. The rivers, Ira Nari, Pingla Nari, Sushumna Nari, these 3 channels of bioenergy. All the canals and so on, 72,000 naris energized, the body becomes energized. It takes place inside of you. You must know when there's spirituality. This is the inner light we talk. This is the diyas we talk about lighting. You can light how many diyas in the outside. You don't light the inner diyas, you're in darkness. You're in darkness. Yeah? So devotees, if lighting a diya on the outside will cause the inner one to light, then go ahead. But I don't see that. You can light thousands of diyas on the outside, but if you don't make the right effort and right practices, the inner diyas are not lit. The chakra is not energized. The rivers, the streams, the mountain, the spine, that is the mountain. Yeah. They say jewels began to shine in daylight. Devotees' qualities shine forth, spiritual qualities, when Sri Ram is about to return. And this is about the individual. Individual. I don't care whether sadhu, whether dush, whether who. These qualities, if spirituality is coming, these qualities emanate out of you. You can't hide. And devotees on the other side, Nitya itself teaches us lessons, isn't that so? Nitya. There's always music in the atmosphere, and I don't talk about chutney music and calypso music. Subtle sounds, which you cannot gain with the gross senses. Devotees, I just like to focus on a little simple bhajan of Brahmanand. It comes to my mind. Brahmanand devotees pointing out to all of us. These sages, remarkably, devotees, remarkable. just we can't understand them. Sadhu dekha charas bhari. He's saying, oh Sadhu, look at some amazing things. I shall point out to you, Sadhu, dekho. Amazing things you would is in Nitya.
Sadhu dekhaya charaj bhari. Sadhu dekhaya charaj bhari. Sadhu dekha acharaj bhari. Sadhu dekhaya charaj bhari. Sadhu dekha acharaj bhari. गगन बीच अमृत का कुआं. गगन बीच अमृत का कुआं. झरे सदा सुखकारी. झरे सदा सुखकारी. पंगु पुरुष चढ़े बिन सीरी. पंगु पुरुष चढ़े बिन सीरी. पीवे भर भर झारी. तो पीवे भर भर झारी. साधु देखय चरज भारी. दिन बजाए निस दिन पहरी. दिन बजाए निस दिन पहरी. घंटा शंखन गारे. घंटा शंखन गारे. बहरा सुन सुन मस्त होता है. बहरा सुन सुन मस्त होता है. तन की खबर बिसारी. तन की खबर. बिना भूमि के महल बना है. बिना भूमि के महल बना है. में जोत उजारी. में जोत उजारी. अंधा देख देख सुख पावे. अंधा देख देख सुख पावे. बात बतावे सारी. बात बतावे सारी. साधु देखय चरज भारी. जीता मर कर के फिर जीवे. जीता मर कर के फिर जीवे. बिना भोजन बलधारी. बिना भोजन बलधारी. ब्रह्मानंद संत जन बिरला. ब्रह्मानंद संत जन बिरला. समझे बात हमारी. समझे बात हमारी. साधु देखय चरज भारी. साधु धारी साधु देखा अचरज भरी.
Just briefly, devotees, Brahmananda is saying, oh sadhu, dekh, acharaj bhari, great amazing things. There's a pond in space filled with nectar, amrit, that gives eternal life. No stairways leading to that pond. But a crippled man reaches there. He drinks his fill to gain eternal life. But men with legs, they were crippled, they couldn't reach. Devotees, just briefly as you go along, where is that pond? In the head. Any stairways going to your head? What is meant by that? You have to go to that pond, but with legs you can't go, meaning knocking about, all about, you can't go there. Can you go to your head by walking all about? You have to sit, asana, jama, freeze to your seat, stability, and then internal journey. This is what you mean by men without legs. That means they're not knocking about, stabilizing. They cripple themselves, so to speak. The internal journey. They reach to that pond. When you go on this journey, devotees, in that pond they said, certain hormones are created, run down the bloodstream. This ecstasy, the amrit we are talking about, it is inside your head. You can't get by going outside. Bina bajai nisidin baje. Without any players, divine songs, and nahat nad, subtle sounds. You can't hear what the God says. The deaf man heard it because he's not listening to the God sound. He listened to the subtle sounds. The deaf man listened to the sound, telling the world. He's losing all sense of joy, ecstasy. Devotees, enjoying all that, as we say. But the man with ears, he didn't hear, because you hear stupidness only. Only foolishness on the outside. You can never hear it. Arjun, devotees, on the battlefield, he was given divine sight. Last week we read, Kaushalya Ma, given divine sight to see divine sights. You can't see with the physical eyes. You have to go beyond the gods. This is the journey. But it is there in nature for us devotees. There's a palace built on space, no foundation, beautifully illuminated, no source of illumination. But the blind man saw it, telling the world. Who would believe a blind man? That there is a palace brilliantly illuminated when those with eyes were blind. They wouldn't believe him. We have to be blind to the physical sights to go and see the divine sights. Simple. I put it simple. This has more explanation. Devotee, that which dies, body, everybody nourishing it, whatever, taking care of it. And the soul which doesn't die is starving. Bhajan is for the soul, bhojan is for the body. But we focus on the body. Even when we sit to do bhajan, we still focus on the bhojan. Where are we going? But yet nature is giving us all these wonderful signs, telling us, hey man, prepare yourself. Something good or something bad is about to happen. In this case, something good. Devotees, it's for all of us. So now you have to know, I'm putting to you from a different perspective. If you analyze yourself and see if you feel that spirituality is coming, is Sri Ram coming back into you? If he's already in you and you're conscious of it, you'll be different. Yeah, you'll be different. But if he's coming back, you're going to get the symptoms. If he's already there, the sign's already there. Though I'm not seeing it yet. Still looking for it. Devotees, so all is part to understand. This is not just Ayodhya Puri. This is for every single one of us. This is Ayodhya. It beautifies itself to welcome the Lord. Natural things happen. Energy. Everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. When spirituality is about to enter, you find the vibrations are healthy. The energy is a high level. High level of energy. You become different. You become totally different. Not drained, depressed, dragged down. No. Then you're suffering from something otherwise. So devotees, Ayodhya Puri prepared itself.
हर्षित गुरुपुर जन अनुज भूसुर वृंद समेत चले भरत यति प्रेम मना सन्मुख कृपा निकेत सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की।
मन में परम प्रसन्न होकर गुरु वशिष्ठ पुरवासी शत्रुघ्न और ब्राह्मणों के समूह समेत भरत जी बड़े प्रेम युक्त मन से कृपा सिंधु के सन्मुख चले। Devotees, Guru Vasishtha, right? All the holy ones, the inhabitants of Ayodhya Puri, Bharat, Shatrughan, they all form this procession. You know, when you have a wedding Agwani, they're going to meet Sri Ram. They're going to meet Sri Ram. There was one problem, devotees. One big problem. From which direction Sri Ram will come. So they go in, but that didn't stop them, you know. We want to meet Sri Ram going, but where? Which direction is he going to come from? Tulsidas devotees, he in his brilliant literary mind put some wonderful analogies. So he put it like this: Ayodhya Puri was like a sea of people, and Sri Ram coming was like the full moon. Now when in full moon, what you have? Not high tides, so like, you know, the tides rising to kiss the moon. So it was in Ayodhya Puri. These devotees, the younger ones, of course, not the old ones who can't climb too high. More enthusiastic ones, when they say with good health and so on, they began to climb at every vantage point, going higher and higher. Now, they weren't thinking Sri Ram is coming through the air, but if I go high, I can see far. So they're coming to higher and higher vantage points to see when my Sri Ram is coming, when my Sri Ram is coming. Devotees, they were like the waves rising higher and higher as if to kiss the moon. Devotees, one of the girls, you know, one of them, the daughters, you know, she more active than all the fellas too. She climbed right up to a high spot, devotees, and watching up to the sky. And what she saw, by chance, what she saw, this aerial chariot flying coming towards Ayodhya Puri. Flying coming. And they are standing in that chariot. The first person she saw, Sri Ram. Nilam Bhujashamalakum Malangam. Sita Samarupitu Bhama Bhagam. Pano Mahasayaka Charu Chapam. Devotee, she was overpowered. Overpowered. She said, Dekho, look, Sri Ram is coming, Sri Ram. Devotees, that was what everybody wanted to hear. Devotee, that sound, Ram. And all of a sudden, ecstasy, you know, the outpouring of ecstasy. How does it happen? Chanting the name, chanting the name. There's nothing like as beautiful as chanting the name of Sri Ram, devotees. At that point in time, that sound broke up. Ram. Hey Ram. Hey Sri Ram. Jai Raghunandan. Devotees, imagine the sound pervading the atmosphere. Sri Ram is coming. Jai Raghunandan. Jaya Jaya Rama. Jaya Jagajanani Janaki Rama. Jaya Jagajanani Janaki Rama. Nava Nava Komal Meghana Shama. Bhavaharana Bhadrachal Rama. Manaharana Bhadrachal Rama. Dasharatha Nandana He Paramdhama. Dasharatha Nandana He Paramdhama. Dashamukhamardana Shri Raghurama.
दशमुख मर्दन श्री रघुरामा राम 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 हे राम 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 श्री राम 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 हे राम 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 हे राम 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 हे राम 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 हे राम 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 श्री राम 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 हे राम 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 हे राम 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 हे अयोध्या वासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम हे अयोध्या वासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम हे राम 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 बोलो राम 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 हे अयोध्या वासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम
पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। हे राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम। अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम। अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। हे राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम। श्री राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम। हरे राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम। जय जय राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम। Imagine that atmosphere, devotees. There are just a few of us in here, and it feels so beautiful. Imagine thousands. Ram, Ram, Ram. That song pervading, reaching to the heavens, so to speak. Such an environment, devotees, was created to welcome Sri Ram. Sri Ram is coming in Pushpak Viman, flying through the air. And you know, a thought just crossed my mind. Well, not the first time, but you know, this celebration tomorrow, you know what is happening there? Sri Ram, this time, he alone coming flying through the air. But he is so compassionate in today's world. Many of his devotees coming flying. They have enough space to park in Ayodhya, Puri. So private jets and planes, imagine this. So Sri Ram alone coming last, way in the past, all the devotees coming flying in plane and thing. But they still have those who walk in, right? So something to think about. I have my own thoughts about it, you know. But imagine this, passing of time, private jets and so on. But you know what? They have to park and still walk. They can't land exactly. So no matter where it is, walking to the Lord is very, very essential. Otherwise, you know what? We're going to have a drive-in temple. Or park up here and inside the temple and sing right and we do kirtan and thing. You have to walk. Every footstep you take is like a yag you perform when you're going to puja yagya. Every footstep you take, that is sacrifice you make. This is why in certain temples in India, devotees, those places are blessed, you know. Not so much for the panda and them, but for the devotees, the sacrifices they make, walking miles upon miles with simple love and belief in their heart to worship the Lord. Check that vibration. It is that which creates positivity in that place. Believe me, I believe this. So devotees, Ayodhya, Puri, what can we say? Sri Ram coming and in his company 16 disciples with Sita and Lakshman. And he's saying to them, flying, oh disciples, oh friends, this is my Ayodhya Puri. So he says, you know, everybody praises Vaikunt. That's where the Lord resides. Everybody praises Vaikunt. But to me, there is no place like Ayodhya. Why? Ayodhya is my Janma Bhumi, my birthplace. My birthplace. We're talking about Ayodhya Puri. Now devotees, you know, Krishna Bhagwan, they say, was born in Mathura. Tahi Janma Bhumi. Now some people say, is India, the whole of India? We agree the whole of India. But the point I want to make is that, you know, many of us believe everywhere better than where we are. I am saying, a personal perspective, you see where I'm born? Here, Trinidad? This is my motherland. India must be Nani, I don't know. This is my motherland. And if I do anything to betray my motherland, devotees, imagine the suffering I'm going to get. Many of us want to go praise other places and you condemn you. The people here make a mess, we know that. But what is wrong with Mother Earth? This is Mother. And Mother Earth is very compassionate. She tolerates a lot of nonsense from us. But I must have that allegiance to my motherland. This is my place of birth. Not everybody will agree with me, no? They will say Sri Ram in India. In India. You could say what you want. Janmabhoomi. Notice what he's saying. Vaikunt, everybody praises Vaikunt. But he's saying to me, Ayodhya, because it's my Janmabhoomi. This is my birthplace. And the Saryu, beautiful Saryu flows here. And he went on to praise Ayodhya to the highest. Not Batok Ayodhya. Even what he was exiled for 14 years and so on. He and Batok Ayodhya at all. This is motherland. Why Batok in your mother? Why? And if you want a Batok in the field, you have to do that. Batok the people who do shopping in the place. Not the land. Not the land. This is Mother Earth. Trinidad, my mother. Okay? I don't care who say what, this is my motherland. Devotees see Ram praised, and so on and so forth, and so they came. And then, you know, they saw from up, they saw see Guruji, whatever, that Agwani, the group there, and Sri Ram, that Pushpak Biman, you have to, you know, just command it. Command it, eh? Now, years ago we used to argue this, how that is so. Imagine Tulsi Das wrote Ramayana 500 years ago, and this was documented in Ramayana. The Hindu mind had already become quite aware with space travel. And devotees, if Pushpak, you talk to it, Pushpak, chalo, Pushpak will go. Pushpak, taharo, stop, Pushpak will stop. And no controls. What that means. In today's world, people talk about voice recognition programs on computers. Is it that was highly computerized? Is it a higher civilization? And if you don't want to accept the historicity of it, then understand the concept is here in the Hindu mind. So don't tell me I'm backward anyway, no? I'm not backward at all. I belong to a culture, you know, this whole line is coming along so highly elevated. This is why I'm called Rishi Santan, all of us. And we should feel proud of ourselves if we do the right things. So. If you don't live like Rishi Santan, you should be ashamed of yourselves. But we're all Rishi Santan. This is our heritage. This is our heritage. So devotees, Pushpak was advised to descend. And when Pushpak descended, then Sri Ram said, Pushpak, return to your respective abode. From the story point, it belonged to Kubir, the god of wealth. And Pushpak was both happy and sad. It showed emotion. Happy, you know, that he came in contact with Sri Ram, being able to carry Sri Ram, but sad that he'll separate from Sri Ram. That's different stories here. But devotees, I want to put one little something just to a little additional something now. Now notice 16 disciples came back with Sri Ram in Pushpak Biman. Now the body itself is Ayodhya. How the body goes dead. Some week before we spoke of the human body. I didn't put everything to you. It's plenty to put. This special gift we have. This human body, there are three bodies. What they call Sthul Sharir, the gross body, Sukshma Sharir, the subtle body, and Karan Sharir, the causal body. Bhur Bhuvasva. And the outside, but there are three bodies we have here. And there are 5 sheets, right? Annamaya Kosh, food sheet. Pranamaya Kosh, air sheet. Manomaya Kosh, mind sheet. The Annamaya Kosh and Pranamaya Kosh belong to the physical body. Manomaya Kosh and Vijnanmaya Kosh belong to the astral body, the subtle body, Sukshma Sharir. And devotees, you have the Anandmaya Kosh. Anandmaya Kosh devotee, that belongs to the causal body. Now, how the body dies. We don't talk much about death anymore, we talk about union now. But when the astral body is separated from the physical, then the body is dead. And the yogis tell us the astral body is connected to the physical body by a silver cord at the navel. When this cord snaps, permanent separation, then the physical body dies. Now devotees, even if the cord doesn't snap, right, you have certain yogis, they could do astral travel, physically move out. But the body would be like it's dead. You could check it clinically, it would be dead. And I did mention to you one time, there was a case out in Trinidad. A sadhu, and he had one chela. It's a good thing he had one only. If it was like me in trouble. This chela took a loan from him. I mean, he had plenty of money, pack up. I don't have. So devotees, this sadhu, this chela couldn't pay back the loan. But the sadhu used to go on astral travel. Right? And when he would go on the astral travel, the chela would take care of the body, because you have to take care of the body to preserve it. Otherwise it will decompose because it's dead. So like a shell, like a house, you go out and you come back. Right? So this sadhu would go for, sometimes a few hours and come back, whatever. But one time he wanted to go for a week. So he told his chela, he said, but I'm going for a week. So I want you to stay here and take care of the body. So when I come back, I have my body to enter into. And the sadhu went on this, he did what he had to do, yogic technique, and he went. Now the devotees, it wasn't dead. I see the cord still attached, it's still there. Yes, the body feels like it's dead. But from the time the sadhu left the body, the chela cried out, oh God, oh God, oh God, Guruji dead, Guruji dead. Now we are accustomed hearing that. I heard that a few times for this year already, People wishes maybe. So devotees, from the time check, get doctor and so on, check, man clinically dead. Bury him. In those days, they never wait for long, and you couldn't have cremation and so on. They said, bury them. Bury them. And what happened then? Devotees, this chela did that, so you want to repay the debt to the Guru. That's why Guru mustn't give loan. Careful what you're doing. So devotees, what happened here now? 1 week afterwards, that astral came back. Now, I put in this because I want you to see the parallel here. Ayodhya Puri was like it was dead. Sri Ram returning with his 16 disciples, Sri Ram, Sita, Lakshman, flying through the air. This is the parallel I'm making. This is the astral body, returning to the physical body. I'm going to just clear it up just now. But for the sadhu sake devotees, when they come back, when he couldn't find the body, couldn't find his body, that means that astral stranded. And you only hear now weeping sound, moaning sound all about, where's my body, in Hindi, na? Devotees, well, the chela, you think he could take that? He killed himself. So he ended up in Nulun again. Don't finish. But this is something that the yogis could do. And many of us do it inadvertently. Many times when you're asleep, and you dream, you fall in, and you jump up. That's astral travel. The astral slipping out and in. Babies now born, when they start to jump so, I have to prepare a garden and give them. I will tell them, the baby, I'm no spirit boy. When a child is now born, it does a lot of astral travel. The astral now comes into the body, comes and goes, and the body jumps. Come and put hing, that's anything bad, put on the child, spirit and work in him, get God. Or people don't understand, What can I say? Ignorance. And when I tell you, no, he's a spirit, Baba, Guruji is spirit, you know more than me. Takes up. If I show you a spirit, you can't open your mouth. Watch one right now. So devotees, this astral body coming back, Sri Ram coming, symbolizes the return of the astral. This is the yogic part of it. Now, remember that the astral body is made up of the manomay kosh and the vigyanmay kosh, mind sheet and knowledge sheet. For those who want to understand a little bit more. But see, the physical body under my kosh, 25 tattvas, the quintuplication of the pancha tattva. But the manomay kosh is made up of what they call the 5 senses. 10 senses, right? Now the senses they manifest in the physical, but they emanate out of the manomay kosh. So you have the 5 senses of perception, 5 organs of action, and the mind. But you have what we call the tanmatras, the 5 tanmatras, the abode of sound, abode of sight, abode of touch, etc. So 10 karamindriyas, right? The 5 tanmatras and the mind, 16. This is what the 16 disciples represent. And many of you who do Srar Karam, when you put 16 pinda, we put 12. One we use to represent the tanmatras. This is what it is all about. It's nothing about dead people. But people don't understand again. And I can't blame people upon this, put forward this nonsense, because there isn't the level of understanding. So this is a creation of the astral. And devotees, the astral, and say you have manomay kosh with the vigyanmay kosh, put buddhi to that. And then you have that is the entire thing there. All that encompasses the astral body, which comes back into the physical body. So in other words, when Sri Ram was returning, this whole thing symbolizes the return of the astral to the physical, where spirituality, life comes back into the body. If Atma isn't there, the body is dead. Simple. And the Atma is in the causal body. Subtle. Right? Now, one sitting like this, we can't explain all that. Many will be confused. You have to have background. But sometimes I say these things to help you to understand the depth of Hinduism and how shallow we are and what nonsense is being put to us. Fear, superstition. Right? Yet we have such pristine philosophy for us to understand. It's shocking. It's shocking where we are and where we need to be. So devotee, this is a yogic aspect of it. If I mention Ayodhya is the human body, return, this is the return. And all these qualities, senses purified. Purified Gyanindriya, purified Karamindriya, purified Man. And devotees, you have the Antahakaran. Right? They are the four inner equipment. Right? Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. Okay? So if you follow what I am saying here, Manas and Buddhi, that attached to the Sukshma Sharir, astral body. Manomay Kosh, Vigyanmay Kosh. And the causal body, there you have Chit, and you have what you call Buddhi. Sorry. Chit and Ahankar. Ahankar. That is the causal body. And that is what is important. Chit, memory stuff. And Ahankar, the I, is in the causal body. Move from body to body. All is to be understood. Di na Garupuran Shopinas na story showing the surface na. Putin pinda here, Putin pinda there. This is philosophy. And whatever is portrayed in the books is a representation of what the philosophy is. But unfortunately, we drag it down to I don't know what kind of level. In ignorance. So I just thought I'll mention this to you for whatever it's worth. This is the return. And remember, the astral body has 16 tattvas, Brahm Shakti. 16 tattvas, Purush Prakriti. Right? All that in the astral body, plus Manas and Buddhi. Intellect. Okay? So this has to do with the inner equipment in all of us. The Manas, Buddhi, Ahankar, Chit, not in the physical, not in the Manomay, Pranamay Kosh, no, Anamay Kosh. Manomay Kosh and the Vigyanmay Kosh is inner equipment, which controls everything on the outside. Okay? So if you think you know your human body, you know nothing yet. If I ask you how many bones in your body, why? Anybody know? How many bones in your body? 200 and how much? 6? 206? Somebody saying 206? Varsha, you sure? Or 207? Someone have extra bone and thing here and there and thing. All right. So if you study that, that's only one part. Many of us don't even know how many bones we have. You don't know the outside. How many bones in the cranium? Huh? Varsha? Not plenty. 22. 22. Look at the correlation when we read of the 22 qualities, right, that you're supposed to have to create the chariot. Where is that chariot? You see, people got to understand the correlation between science and Hinduism. It's amazing, it's mind-boggling. But when you can't go there, obya, somebody do me something. Charim, do this, do that. Not understanding. It's plenty more than that. So devotees, this part of this katha, it helps us to understand the return of Sri Ram to Ayodhya, the return of spirituality, return of the purified mind, purified buddhi. And I've explained the buddhi is two types, right? Enlightened, unenlightened. We talk more of that. All that is within the astral body. It returns to Ayodhya. When it returns to Ayodhya, Ayodhya comes to life. But on the journey of returning, Ayodhya begins to show signs of coming back to life. As I mentioned to you, when spirituality is about to re-enter, the signs are there for you to see. So devotees, here, when they descended, Sri Ram first went to Guru. Put on the bone arrow. I went to his Guru and bowed. They say when you go before your Guru, do go with no cutlass and gun hunting now. Not even in a back pocket. Put it one side. Right? He surrendered to the Guru and Sri Ram, the Guru asked, Sri Ram, sab kushal hai? Is everything okay? Sri Ram said, Aapki kripa se Gurudev. Chu yog is Guru. Naturally, Sri Ram don't lie now. Sri Ram go lie. By telling Guru is your grace, Mama gain the Guru. He said, Aapki kripa se Gurudev. Chu your grace. And devotee then, all the meeting took place. I won't go into all the details. Everybody met with this one and that one and so on and so forth. But Sri Ram, great politician that he was, he didn't go to Kaushalya first. He went to Kaikeyi first. Because Kaikeyi was the one who, in the eyes of all, sent him to the forest. And everybody saying, now we're going to take revenge on Kaikeyi. We're going to take revenge. Sri Ram went to her, bowed on her feet, and said, Mother, don't think about anything like that. Whatever has happened is my plan. And he gave her that darshan also, that supreme darshan, to convince her she was just a puppet, to bring about the fruition of the works of the Lord. He removed all the negativities from her mind, so that she was comfortable. And so devotees, from this perspective, Sri Ram showed how wise he was, that everything was pacified. There was no conflict between Bharat and Sri Ram, no conflict with Kaikeyi and any one of them. All came back together as one family. And when there's family strength, they could take on the world. Ayodhya Puri experienced joy, ecstasy. Ram, Raja. Guru Vasishtha gave instructions. Coronate Sri Ram. That's another katha. But when Sri Ram returned, he was coronated as Raja Ram. So in other words, when spirituality comes back here, Atma hai Ram, Ram hai Atma, Ram hai Paramatma, Raja Ram. Then the body becomes Ayodhya, that spirituality is the king. Ayodhya Shiromani, Sri Ram. Without spirituality, you're nothing. You're empty, you're dead. Simply put. Right? So devotees, spirituality is the key. And when Sri Ram became Raja Ram, there began Ram Rajya, a time of perfect peace, fulfillment, perfection in Ayodhya Puri under all circumstances. Under all circumstances, politically, socially, economically, all out. Stability. Perfect master, perfect Lord. So devotees, the return of Sri Ram represents, this is the katha of it. I put some of it, summarizing. But whatever is happening tomorrow, I'm asking you to draw it into your life in this particular way. As I said, Bal Ram. Now, fella asked me yesterday, who is Bal Ram? Who is Bal Ram? So I have to say it's not Balram. He said Balram. Balram is Lord Krishna, brother, right? But I say Balram. So instead of saying Balram, Bal Sri Ram. The child Sri Ram. How things will be confused, you see? And before you hear long, Balram come on all too. How Balram come? Balram, the real Krishna, you come with Sri Ram. The kind of thinking people have. Devotees, so Bal Sri Ram, I point out to you why, to my mind, that the inspiration came to do that. Is to bring back that spirituality in the life of every one of us. Pay attention to it. The event takes place in India. But just remember, great minds reflect upon principles, mediocre minds upon events, and undeveloped minds on people. So we're not paying attention to the people, whatever. We're looking at whatever took place, whatever takes place will be beautiful. Yes, enjoy it. But remember, take the lesson. Bring it inside. Awaken that inner divinity within yourself. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. So devotees, I want to do one final pradhana for Sri Ram, and then we'll do Arti, Ramayan Arti. So I want you to concentrate, everybody. Visualize Maryada Purushottam, Sri Ram, Dhanushadhari.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Navakanja Lochana Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pada Kanjarunam Kandarpaya Ganitayamita Chabi Navanila Niraja Sundaram Patapita Manahu Tarita Ruchi Suchi Naumi Janaka Sutavaram Bhajudina Bandhu Dinesha Dhanav Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Kosha Chandra Dasharatha Nandanam Chiramukhuta Kundala Tilaka Charu Udara Anga Vibhushanam Ajanu Bhuja Shara Chapadhara Sangrama Jita Khara Dushanam Iti vadati tulasi dasa shankar
शेषमुनिमनरञ्जनं मम हृदयकञ्जनिवास कुरु कामदि खलदलगञ्जनम् श्रीराम 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 जय राम। ओम आदौ राम तपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीव सम्भाषणं बाली निर्दलनं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरी दाहनं पश्चात् कुम्भकर्ण रावणहरणं एतद्धि रामायणम्। ओम श्री सीतारामचंद्राय नमो नमः। बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की। May the blessings of Sri Ram be showered upon each of you devotees, meaning that may you get closer and closer to you, that inner being, the indweller, each and every one of you. Atma Hai Ram, you are Krishna. According to what Sai Baba said, he's right. You are Ram, you are Krishna, I am Krishna. Atma Hai Ram. Tap into that inner divinity. Okay? Let it be worthwhile. Whatever we are experiencing in today's world, we are blessed to be experiencing this. Let it be worthwhile for us in a practical sense. Blessings to everybody. Please all stand. We'll join together. You'll come for your vibhuti as you normally do. But this morning we'll sing Ramayan Arti. Yeah? I guess everybody should know Ramayan Arti. If not, well. You can come forward for your vibhuti. Yeah.
सखी प्रभु विविधताप निवारण हे विभु अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलायतनु हरिः ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरम् ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषाम् इन्दिवर्षां हृदयस्तु जनार्दन ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत् मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो बोले श्री राजा रामचंद्र की जय सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय बोले श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु blessings to all kind be seated devotees
Sitaram. And thank you once again for joining us this morning. So before we end, there are just a few reminders. Our Saraswati Jayanti celebrations will be held on the 13th of February, commencing at 9 a.m. So we hope that you all can find the time to join with us on this auspicious occasion. And also, devotees interested in sitting for Hawan on Sunday morning can also contact the religious officer or any one of the committee members. So we hope to see everyone next week. Please have a safe journey home and collect your parasad on your way out. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Devotees, just, I want to also, she mentioned the 14th is Saraswati Jayanti, right? 13th. So she didn't say one important information. Carnival Tuesday. Aditi, you have to let them know Carnival Tuesday, you know. All right? So in other words, we have chosen to do it Tuesday morning, Carnival Tuesday, because we know all of you will be coming to play Master Gandhipak. Right? Saraswati Puja. Right? You know up front. And find yourself in the right place at the right time. And the right things are going to happen. Did not threat. Just a bit of advice. Okay? So we expect to see everybody on that Tuesday morning after Carnival. But prior to that, we're going to remind you again, Pandit Adesh and his consort Aarti, they're having 3 nights of Shiv Puran Katha, and this will be on Carnival weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What the Friday is? The 9th, 10th and 11th. And it is all for their 1-year wedding anniversary, which I think is the 12th. Yeah. So we remind you of that. So prepare yourselves and wonderful Shiv Katha. Before Shivratri is next month, of course. But we're doing Shiv Katha from early. So do join us at that year also. And Indra, you might not know Indra Bichu. She lost her husband some time ago. And she's a member of Gandhibak. Yeah. And it's nice to see you. Similarly, Angela, nice to see you all. She also lost her husband, we all know that. But actually, life has to go on. This is good. Get yourself occupied and keep going forward. So Indra has asked me to invite you, those of you who could make it Friday. She's having satsang Friday evening. Who do need satsang, Indra? Myself? All right. So we have satsang Friday evening. This is in California. Is Railway, what do you call it? All right. Come in Railway, you must find a place. Most of you know where Indra lives, right? So Gandhipak is good to lend the support. So Friday evening we are there. Saturday evening we are by Lalu. Saturday 27th. All right. And, well, you'll be invited for whatever else. Okay, so devotees, blessings everybody, and have a safe journey home. Look forward to seeing you. Now remember, you want to light your day ending, go light your day ending. But you know, many kind of things cross my mind. Eh? They say when somebody dead, you can't light diya. All right? Pandya dead, how you go light diya? Huh? You see, I just want to point out this stupidity in people. When somebody dies, you can't light diya. Why? Now the whole nation, flags fly and float, half-mast and so on and so forth. Ex-Prime Minister. Like a father of the nation. That bottom they use? Bottom. Another fellow is father of the nation. Yeah. But this one devotees. So, you know, if you look at it, they say, light diya, light diya, light diya. Pandya dead, how you go light diya? So I hope that when you see when somebody die and so on, and you do come and ask me if you could light diya for Diwali. Why you can't light diya? You understand? All these little problems that these hitches we have, these devotees, just superstitions. So you want to go home tomorrow, you want to light a diya and so on and so forth, feel free. Whatever you feel happy with, that's quite okay. But I want you to I'll feel very happy if you focus on the message I'm putting to you that brings Sri Ram into this Ayodhya. Yeah? I'll feel very happy. And I'm looking forward to see the presence of Sri Ram. I will tell you if I'm seeing him. Okay? Give it some time. So blessings everybody. Safe journey back home. Go ahead, Allah, go ahead.